We've had a lot going on. We can't help any of this. It's
Day to day.
yeah.
We get everybody hired, I guess.
Yep, it's just been one of those years. None of us can help that.
There is, I've been getting hit by some really weird emails lately from people I don't know where they're coming from.
Probably wouldn't.
You have won a prize, you have won this.
I heard in one of those national calls that I was on is to be very careful with cybersecurity right now, and that's what we were talking about. We just really got to beef that up because there's a lot of things going on. So
Somebody said
You wanna make that motion?
first we're going to do item number 9. So we'll go to item number 9 on the agenda to approve the Ask Me Local 2488A County Highway 2020 Union Contract.
So moved.
Got a motion by Johnson, second by Waterman. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Cindy, we have a commissioner directive that will be added to our personnel policy. Would we put it on, it's in relation to COVID-19 procedures. Do we do it under 12 or do an emergency sort of action on something like that?
It's covered under COVID procedures, if that's what it's related to.
For county offices and buildings, I guess it could be,
Offices?
yeah.
It's-
So do we need to, the question is, do we need to just cover it under agenda item 12 or declare an emergency?
It's just, yeah, you read it.
Because it's a very personnel specific kind of thing, but it has to do with the place. So,
Well, it's either under 15 or 12, personnel changes.
okay. All right, so we don't need to, so
Yeah,
We don't have to do an emergency.
okay, I'll make the motion that we adopt this provisional personnel policy to be in effect during the coronavirus crisis.
Okay.
And, so that.
You'll send that to me.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, second by Waterman. Do we have any other discussion?
Just to let people know what we're talking about here, so we got into a discussion about whether or not an employee may work from home. And after we surveyed the department heads, we found there were a few occasions, but very, very few, but there are a few. And so it can help with the need for social distancing, or it can help if an employee has an underlying medical condition that might make them more vulnerable. And if they can do the job from home, truly do a their full-time job from home, which is not very many employees in this case, and if the department head approves, then we permit that. In other cases where they cannot work from home, this is the second section, where the employee should self-isolate. This could be for an underlying health condition. This could be if they're showing the symptoms, or if they've been in contact with somebody showing the symptoms of coronavirus, or they have to look after a family member as a result of the coronavirus, and they cannot work from home, then the employee may use, and if the department head approves, then the employee may use sick leave, or the employee may use vacation time. So, and then we want department heads to keep us apprised of.
Could it maybe read, the employee may use accumulated leave, sick, vacation, or comp? There's also comp time available.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
My other question is, if a person uses up all of their own accumulated leave, can they draw from the sick bank?
You don't,
I would say yes.
I don't know what's in the bank, so.
because after now they have that new Family Medical Leave Act that has been approved.
But you can't use
Once they've
that until
expended.
they've exhausted all of
Yeah.
their own. So I would,
Right.
in my opinion, an employee who needed time could apply to the sick bank after they've exhausted all of this.
Okay.
After
Should we-
they exhaust the sick bank,
Give me the first two. So the proper wording is accumulated leave.
yes,
Okay.
sick, vacation, and comp. I don't know if you need all those bullets.
Yeah, I'll just make it clear.
Okay, all right.
I'll put an or after each one.
Okay.
They use accumulated comp time. Is that the proper term?
Would that be the same as the one up above, accumulated leave?
There we go.
Okay, so or
Or Up where it says sick leave or sick bank, or, sick
Well,
leave bank?
But then we want to have a separate paragraph, like, if these are exhausted, the
Okay.
employee may apply to the sick bank. And that, now, do we have a little board or committee that does the sick bank? Okay.
If they're eligible.
Right, they have to be eligible.
Yes, yep.
Once exhausting all of these measures.
Okay.
And they would, yeah, we got to put it down, but I'm sure they would know if they're eligible or not. And that's the one that have to put that in or sign up at the first of the
Or
year.
after all these measures have been exhausted, an eligible employee may apply for sick bank leave. Does that sound right?
And here's a question. Looking after a family member, does the family member need to be ill?
Well, they're gonna probably want to, if they're, say if you have a kid.
Spells that out.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
if you got a kid that has to be home from school and you can't find, or the daycares, everything's closed,
Okay, and that's what I was.
And then,
Yeah.
might be that.
Some of that.
Or if you
Right.
have somebody that is sick, then you have two reasons there. You have the self-isolation reason because you live with somebody that has the symptoms.
I just
And
didn't
you
see
might
the
need to look
subject
at-
coming that there's situations where there is no childcare.
To use sick leave from the sick leave bank
What
May
is the,
apply to the sick bank, let me see, may,
to the sick leave bank.
yeah,
Is it a board or committee? Is there, what do we say?
per policy. Per policy, yeah.
Or existing policy?
Yep,
Is
per
Charlie-
existing policy.
After all these are exhausted, do we want to put something in there about employees donating time to this person?
That's
what the sick leave bank,
That's the bank.
That's the
Yeah.
bank, that's what the bank is for.
That's what it is.
and that's the only
But you have
provision.
to sign up for that at the first of the year, correct?
Yeah, but that's all we have at this time as policy.
I think that's a.
In the past, an employee who has exhausted everything, including sick bank, the department head has come in and asked this board to allow employees to grant some of their own time to that employee. It's only happened once or twice.
Yeah, and so that would be.
That's it.
So that would be,
right.
I
That'd
would
still
say
be,
revision if that counts.
that'd still be existing policy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of, so.
Okay, it was just, I just had that thought, Myron had that
There-
thought.
In case we,
it takes direct action of the board, so.
is accumulated leave the same as comp time? Do we need both? Is that redundant? How do they,
Accumulated leave is all three of those.
Exactly, yeah.
So you could probably take that one out,
yeah, I was
Take
gonna
which
say,
one out?
the accumulated leave one.
the accumulated leave
Because that,
bullet.
that is sick vacation and comp.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
That's, yeah.
so, yep, so you're just,
I'm used to the
yeah,
military system.
there we go.
okay.
I could tell.
Now we should be good.
There's some things that telegraph
After
late.
the above provisions have been exhausted, an eligible employee may apply to the sick leave bank per existing policy. Sounds good?
Okay,
All right,
we have a motion.
and we got a motion and a
Well,
second.
do I need to so I'll make that, I'll revise my motion to include all those things we just, the amendments we just made.
Okay,
And I would second that revised
all right.
motion.
I'll third it.
Is there any other,
Okay, how am I gonna write that up in the minutes?
Do you want to
You
call
want me to
it?
list the old thing first and then?
Just say,
well, can you just
Let's just withdraw.
withdraw your first motion and make a new?
what do you want, what should I say?
Yeah, just
I
withdraw,
withdraw my second.
I'll withdraw, okay.
and then we'll just start over.
Okay, I make a motion that we adopt this one.
Revised, okay.
And I second that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of duplications.
Yeah,
Okay.
to adopt this personnel. We don't even say revised because this don't say revised, so we can't say revised.
All right.
To adopt the provision.
Sound good, Becky?
Yep.
Okay, so Gable withdrew his motion to allow for additional language.
Yep.
Okay, something like that. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right?
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. I think we're to adjournment. Johnson made the motion.
Second.
Second by Gable. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
I'm emailing that to
All
you.
right, I have a couple of contracts for you to sign.
Thanks, guys.
Well, the good news
Yeah.
is it's still light out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be getting lighter. It's supposed to be nice this afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, but tomorrow it's supposed to be nasty.
No.
Yeah.
And with kids already at third grade, not good.
I wonder what the governor was just saying.
May 1st, schools are closed since May 1.
Everybody's on line one?
May 1.
Anybody else want copies of this and things?
Yes, please. Which, doesn't matter what line here, or do you want me to
And
sign?
that's where I just.
Up here, this is where we are. I don't know why they put all those lines in there, if they want everybody on the board to sign it, I'm not
For
sure.
online work.
So I just,
Know that
okay, I'll sign right here on both of them.
And make sure they get their work done.
Yeah, just sign on the top.
But it just is not easy to work for,
How old are your kids? You got some little ones.
6th grade and 2nd grade.
Oh, so you gotta go watch our job.
Are we still, Lee, are we still streaming?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.